Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Putu Arya Wirawan. On today's video, I will be just talking about myself. Yeah, so essentially it's like self-promoting, but it's not really a self-promotion. So I just want to let you know what is all about me. Like, so yeah. In America, there's a lot of videos running around in Instagram or social media or your TikToks or anything. It's just that there are 3 words to describe you. Yeah, I'm going to do that first because I think that is very important to start it off, because with those 3 words, people will going to have an idea. A lot of you will have an idea what is my personality exactly. So first of all, I'm quite first word is idealistic, second is efficient, and lastly is caring. Now, because I'm an idealistic guy, I sometimes idealize that the fact that happiness is not just like what other people think. I more agree and more following the fact that joy can be found in having a lot of money, and you can buy the things that you want to buy, and you have your own free space. That is what I idealize about what is joy, what makes you happy in a sense, in a general sense. That is how I often idealize about myself. And because I'm quite caring person, it means that I also care about my personal belongings, meaning that if I have a thing or an item that is very expensive, or maybe it's a person that I very cared, I will be very caring about it. I will take care of it until its last life. For example, maybe in a phone, until it's basically dead, and I will never ever broke its front glass or its touchscreen or anything. I will never drop it. I will try my best to keep it myself. So yeah, that is what I think about when what I was saying to you about caring. I'm really caring. I'm a caring person, but well, even though I'm caring like this, I'm still single. I don't have any girl at the moment, but so yeah, my caring personality has been put on focus on my personal belongings, and that's how I found out about how caring of me to things and also to people, but not just to like your loved ones, also to friends. I like to keep my friends at bay. I want to be their friends. I want to be a person that they can support. That I can support them and they can also support me. That is what I think about that. Yeah. So there's an interesting story when I was junior high school. So it was the best time of my life because I have a lot of friends during that time, and I very active in students activities, students organization. And the thing that I really proud of when I was in junior high was the fact that I reached the number 1 spot for the final test. Final test. We call it Indonesia, it's UNBK back then. So yeah, I was rank 1. That was my most proudest moment in there, because what I've been learning during the junior high school, and I just lash it out on the final test, it's just astonishing. I'm very happy when I got that. Yeah, and also my mom and dad during that time also gave me a present, because I reached that level that maybe they are quite surprised, because I'm not a very good I cannot say that to myself. I'm not a very good learner. I'm not very happy to learn things. I'm happy to learn new things. I'm really happy to study. No matter what the time is, even though I have some moments that I will be like lazy and something like that, but no, I will keep studying. I will keep learning new things, no matter what the cost, because learning it's just a joy that in my life. If I don't learn new things, I think that's just going to be like the end of me. I will not be able to catch up to the other people that in this life who is very smart and very efficient in their daily chores, maybe in their work, maybe in their college life, everything. And I really do I really do not like when people have a glamorous lifestyle, because it's just like it's just uh, it's just like when they have a lot of money, they can just do anything. But with that money, we can buy anything. We can buy their possession. We can buy things that they want to buy. They can buy everything basically. Because I'm not a big fan of those glamorous life, because I have this one friend of mine who has a very glamorous life, but due to certain because of his very glamorous life, he needs a lot of money to sustain himself. For example, like when he needs to buy a new shoes, or a new jacket, or a new things, or maybe a new, I don't know, a new phone, he always buys it for the item that is, we can categorize it as a luxurious item. It is something that you should not buy with your current financial status. So yeah, I've quite hated. I can't say I hate them, but I will not confront them, because unless they talk to me, they need some help, I will talk to them about their financial situation. So yeah, I'm not a very adore. I don't adore those types of lifestyle. It's just very, you're not. Well, in my mind, that you're not an artist. You're not a person who has a lot of money. You should not be doing that. You don't have any a land that is given to your father or your family, something like so. You're not someone who is who is next in line to the generational wealth of your family. So don't do it. That's why I'm not very kind. Not very kind. That's a harsh word, but like not very interested in that kind of way, that way of life. And talking about so yeah, because I don't like about those types. I don't like very wealthy kind of living lives. So I really like doing my things at my own pace. Doesn't mean that I will always go slow. It doesn't mean I was like that. I always have a motivation, a driving motivation to carry on, just to give me a motivation to just live and just achieve things in my life, in this current life of mine. Yeah. So maybe sometimes I can say just sometimes that I can be pretty lazy, because I was just burned out. That's the reason why I become quite the lazy boy. It's because I was burned out. If I'm not burned out, I'm still going to be on fire. I will be reaching that stop. I will be reaching that podium. I will be reaching that highest point of my life, because as I said before, I'm quite idealistic, but I'm not really an idealistic person. Not to the point that I'm going to be believing on things that is, very controversial, something like that. I will not go into that territory. Yeah, so there's a limit on how idealistic that I am. But even then, with my idealistic personality like this, well, a lot of women is not very interested with me. So maybe they are not interested in me because my looks is not very good, or maybe I'm not that of a handsome man. But in all honesty, at the current moment, I'm not looking for that special person, because I'm still in college. I want to get a job. I want to get a better job. I want to have good money to pay, so to sustain myself and to sustain my family, to sustain my mom and dad in the future. So something like finding a lover, finding that perfect person is just not there. My mom sometimes asks me like, Harnest, why do you not have any girlfriend? Why do you have any that special someone? But I always answer like, it's not the time, man. But in actuality, I cannot say I'm quite shy talking to women. I cannot say that I'm afraid of talking to women. It's just that at the current moment, I've been like in a perpetual state of I don't think I deserve getting that special someone, because nowadays dating someone needs a lot of money. They can be quite materialistic sometimes, but yeah, I'm not very interested. So I'm just going to stop it right there. I don't want to go deeper. Unless you are my good friend, I will tell you a little bit more deeper about my love life. So let's move on. Let's talk about like something. What is your favorite? Like let's just move on. What is my favorite? So let's start with my favorite food, for example. Well, I like to eat something that is very meaty. I'm quite a carnivore, but I can't say my full diet is just meat, yeah, because it's not going to be healthy. That's why I like food that is very, very aromatic. There's a lot of soup in it, so yeah, that's what I like about food. Do I count myself as a picky eater? Probably yes, because I don't eat fish, something that is very, that has foul smell. I'm not a big fan. Something like eating a saltwater fish for a freshwater fish. I still eat it, but for the saltwater, no, I'm not going to touch it because I can't stand the stench of very foul things. Because I don't know. Some might say that I have a very keen nose that is very, very sensitive to smell. Because when I smell something about this, I just want to gag. It's just that there's something wants to come out from my body, from my mouth, and like so. So yeah, I'm not a big fan about food like that. And let's talk about like when I went to college. So yeah, when in college, because I'm still in college. So yeah, when I want to go to college, I always bring my backpack. Yes, a backpack. A backpack, a big one. I never want to bring a small one. I need to have a lot of space in my pack, on my backpack, because I like to bring a lot of things. For example, when it's class, I need to bring a book, a lot of them. I need to get a reference. I need to find exercise during the class, and I'll need something that that will help me to study even further. So yeah. Because some of my friends always been surprised. Harnest, why are you bringing a lot of things on your bag? And they just become curious like that. But then I just went, yeah. And I said it to them, guys, we are in college. We need to study a lot. If you don't study, what's the point going to college? Like, what's the point that you are not really focusing? Because I'm quite influenced by Western media, especially the Americans. Because in America, when they are in college, they can like study from after class from 6, for example, from 6 p.m. until 6 a.m. Just think about it, 24 hours. Sometimes they do it like that and I see their dedication, like so. It made me think to myself, like, if they have dedication like this, is that why the reason their country is moving so good, moving in a good direction? Let's just forget about dark rumors about America. Let's just forget about that for a moment. I mean, like their workforce, like their work ethics. That's what I strive for. And if I have the highest chance, I really want to study abroad, maybe in UK. Because I don't know, I'm quite interested in their language, in their accent, trying to blend into the people in the British Isles. I think that's going to be interesting. So yeah, if I could do something, and I would really want to do that, and along the way, I would really like to learn how to speak like a British. I know that it seems that it's not very important speaking like a British, but let me tell you, yeah, because speaking like British is going to be more fun. I don't know. I just feel there's a certain joy in learning the British accent, especially like the Welsh. The Welsh accent. That is, I don't know. Some people that say that it's not an English accent. It's something that an English person would say, but it's interesting that the dynamic of speaking like that very fast and can convey things in a correct manner. Yeah, I just like about that, and I really want to do that. Dinner etiquette, something like so. I didn't want to feel like how it feels like to live in a royal family, not just a royal family, a nobility, a noble family, something like a rich family does. Because I'm from middle class, yeah. So I'm not from middle class. I'm a middle class family. So yeah, we don't have things like etiquette or something like that, or maybe a party night or supper or something like that. So no, we don't have things like that. We just do whatever we need to eat. So yeah, twice a day, because or sometimes thrice a day, but twice is enough for me because I'm a person is very keen on my diet. I don't want to get myself too fat because growing up in my childhood, I've been very I've got mocked every once in a while for being too fat, and so yeah, that's the reason why I like to stay lean. I don't know, I have like, maybe it's a trauma, maybe it's not, maybe it's just me being overthinking, maybe it's just me that overthink things, but I don't like when people call me fat. I don't like that fat shaming. It's just, it's hurtful. I don't enjoy it, and that's why I'm never going to mock anyone who is fat, who is very thin. But if it's my brother, my little brother, that's a different story. He's my bro. He will not take that to heart, and but whatever he said to me, I will never take it hard because we are brothers. What do I need? Why do I need to become so well mannered in front of my brother? Well, yeah, if you want to give him a good example of a good person, how it is, doing things in a well mannered way is fine, but you know, it's just for the funsies with your brother. But yeah, that's what I think about it. That's the thing about it. And as a final thoughts about myself, wherever I go and whenever I need to go somewhere, the things that I always brought with myself is a phone. You can call me an addict or phone addict, but I'm not the type of person who really likes to doom scroll. You know the term of doom scroll is quite a new term lately. It's quite very booming. But so essentially, so you get the idea of doom scrolling means that you are scrolling your phone through your social media apps, for example like your TikTok or maybe Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts, indefinite amount of time, meaning that you are just scrolling until the end of the world. Yeah, you just keep scrolling until like 6 hours, 7 hours. Some might go for like 24 hours, 12 hours. I mean, like, those are crazy people, but I'm not one of them. So yeah, I like to read. I have quite the hobby of reading. I like to read a lot of comics, something that is very fun, not very academic. I'm sorry, my apologies, but maybe somewhere in the future I'm going to be interested in the academic ones. The academics, maybe academic paper, maybe an article, something like that. I really like to read something that's fun, like a comic, some news items, news articles, something like that. I really enjoy it. Yeah, and that is all about me. I would like to thank you all for listening me yapping about myself. This is a very fun way of video. Yeah, I hope you learn a lot about me, and maybe you can take some inspiration. How the way I live and how the way I envision things out. But if you don't think that is very important, just forget about it. Just think about this video, just me talking about myself to an audience that practically no one, because this is quite, but it's fun idea. It's a fun video that I do. But I hope my personal database doesn't get any worse. Doesn't be used all for for bad things. Yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I will close this video with Harnest Sunday. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and share your thoughts in the comment section.